everyone. Allow me to introduce myself and how we began a world called Technocraft. I go by Gennitek, and I am so excited as I have wanted to start the series for quite some time. And I'm telling you of how I became a Minecraft player, so let's get started. I think right here led to a um, skeleton spawner, I do believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then as we gravitated, Peck one day was like, oh, hey, oh, look, it's a chicken farm.
Squirrel.
Yep, squirrel. Peck one day was like, oh, hey, this is what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to get on the game for a few days. And I was like, what? Why? Oh, just because. Just don't get on the game for a couple days. And I was like, okay, which it was like killing me because, of course I was, curious. And by that time, I was not exactly hooked, but I just, I wanted to play, and I wanted to keep going. Um, but I stayed off and she came over here and scoped out a new area to build our first Technocraft city. So this became the actual new spawn as it has a globe for world. And then she built this for our very first and brand new Technocraft Information Center.
It wasn't
So,
exactly the first, but yeah.
well, yeah, I mean, our mega one, I should say. The lecterns were to hold all of our coordinates on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had our rules again. And then we had maps of our world, which still to this day, they're held in here and in my inventory for some reason. But yeah. And then we had our new job board over here, which were some of the things that we had in mind. I think there were some more maps over here. But yeah, I was shocked whenever I first saw this. I just was floored. It's the nostalgia. It's still gorgeous. In the road she built. And then we had our first community center, I guess you would say, or community
Community storage.
storage. Yeah, thank you.
Still
All
has some
these
things in it.
all these were double chest, and anybody that wanted to donate at the time, it was donation only. They could donate whatever that they no longer wanted, needed, or used. Or for instance, if, and this has always been, if someone decided that they didn't want to take part in the server anymore, they went ahead and, um, left, and then we just took the resources from their base and brought it in here to share with everybody else. So that's how that went. And then as we grew, saying, oh, that this is going to be the new city, we started building different things to go along with it. And this is a smithing area. And I kind of went with, I actually built this little guy here. I kind of wanted to fashion it after this build over here, just to kind of play off of it. But yeah,
Yeah, it complements each other.
I thought so. And then our first town hall
And library towards the left.
still has the sign. Oh, June 2020. So we were actually, okay, so this brings it into perspective to be honest. Okay, check this, Peck.
Right.
June 2020 is when we downloaded Bedrock for me, and then a little bit later on, when we went to Java, that was in August.
Right.
So technically, I want to say that now that we're looking at the sign, the birth of Technocraft is actually in June and not August.
Right.
So this is the town hall.
It's a
Yeah.
quaint little town hall.
Offices. Mm-hmm.
And then more offices up here. They weren't exactly decorated. Oh,
Well, this
this
one
is like
kind
a
of
little.
was. It's like a file cabinet room.
Yeah.
It served its purpose.
Indeed, it did.
And our library. And when she made that library sign, it was surreal. It just made it pop.
Not the book.
It's a book.
I mean, yep.
And
Let's go in.
take this as a compliment, Peck, but literally looking at the banner work, you've actually bumped up your banner work,
I did.
to be
My
honest.
auras are more better.
Yeah. So that just goes to prove that we both have come a long way.
Indeed.
So this is our library. Like I said, no books or anything like that, simply because I actually did not really know that you can do more than one enchant. So, and my level of books was like, oh yeah, this is it. Huh. This is the books and stuff. White dye. I forget why we kept white dye in here. That goes to show you how much I knew at the time.
Right.
White dye in a library. I don't know why I thought that. Live and learn.
Indeed. Unless, since it was a parody thing, it could have
Maybe.
been black dye.
Maybe.
Who knows?
And I remember a story of how this came to be because whenever we breed animals, we made sure that they got married first. So this is the wedding chapel. Do you remember
That was
that?
just a fun little gag.
So yeah, there's that. And then we decided, well, hey, to hold all the history, we need to have a museum. So we made one of those. And as it were, Peck, in all of her silliness, thought that a lot of the builds, whenever you made a sign, that those signs became animals. So this is her
Frog.
museum frog.
This looks so funny. And derpy, too. Go be at my angle with the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like that they're so spread out and wonky. Yeah.
But yeah, I think I did this build also,
Yeah, she did.
which I think I
The
did a good
pillars
job.
and
Oh, why are we missing a block there? Okay, I fixed it.
yeah.
So this is like the lobby, and then I made these huge rooms for different things. These were going to hold all the statues. This was going to hold all the artwork because I was learning that paintings, there's different types and sizes. So I thought, well, we'll just put all the paintings in here. And then in this room, it was, what did I say that this was? Oh, historical exhibits such as defeating the dragon. So this was this, and anything else that was going to be a focal point was going to be in this room. And then we had upstairs and thought about just like making like a life-size dinosaur or something like that just to kind of decorate it up.
Yeah. And the community would have made their own contributions up here as well.
Right. I think you made that dome though for it because at that time I wasn't very familiar with like the whole circle
Right.
sphere type stuff. So there's that. And then she just decided, oh, I need to make a big cathedral. So this right here was a project in itself. It just seemed like that those other builds went by very quickly. But this was, I think, the first build on the server that took a significant amount of time for what it is. And let's go inside it. Just simply gorgeous. When she built this, I was in awe. Still am.
And we can always go up to the bell tower too. Like to go up these stairs. Oh yeah. I should have known better as a character of light sources. The stairs aren't
They're not lit
lit
up.
up.
And that's
But now
a
up here is. Up here is though.
that'll be a story for later on. But yeah, our bell tower.
This skeleton's like, it's been years since I've rung this bell. Welcome back, guys.
But yeah, this was a very neat project. I remember I was helping you with all the
Right.
different colored glass and putting them up and asking you kind of what
Indeed.
pattern and everything like that that they should go, and we just
What took you so long?
made it be. I took the long way around. And then we decided to um, expand a little bit further. So we came down here. I don't know, there's another build back there.
Ah,
I think it was
the grocery store.
base related.
We'll stop by here real quick.
Yep, my first grocery store. I
Her
thought I
first grocery store.
did a nice job at this too with the whole texture. You'll go in, you have your produce section, your meat place, because some butchers were in there too. Miscellaneous goods, and then you checked out. We do, and we have still done everything diamond related because
Right.
part of our story was, in addition to her practically begging for years for me to play, was that there's a little, well, I can't really say little known, but there's another very popular server that we just basically inspired it off of, you know, like the one that all the guys get together and, well, I'll just name drop, it's just Hermitcraft inspired. So they have their general community place and then they base out to other places. But yeah,
Right.
this basically, you know, just triggered me. I mean, as far as like in a good way, in addition to you begging me and then me watching it
Mm-hmm.
with you, um, I got a lot of inspiration off of that and taking off and doing some of the tutorials on how to build certain things and just trying to become good in itself. We expanded off to this area only because we wanted to do bigger builds and we wanted to be able
Indeed.
to spread out a little bit. So I'll show you over here. And two, we wanted to have a bigger place where we could do some PvP
Hello, Mr.
and
Skeleton.
playing with our friends. So whenever I said that that cathedral was our first big, really massive build, and this is even before, and I I would think that she would kind of contest to this with even her own build style, but this is before she actually learned, about like world edit and things like that, which
Yeah, this is was before
a lot of
learning all
these
those
builds,
tools.
yeah, a lot of these builds are done without it. I mean, these are just like months of grinding, basically. And this one right here, our first Coliseum, is all freestyle. She did every bit of this freestyle. And
Yeah, it took months of work though.
I mean, I helped out the best that I could, but for not knowing how to do spheres and circles and things, she definitely was the one that had the eye for it. And then I just filled in some of the areas where it needed to be, like, oh, okay,
Right.
so just follow along this pattern and make these seats, that type of thing. But yeah, this basically was all her. Very
And the
impressive.
reason why that there are animals at each quadrant is like the different houses of warriors.
Mhm.
Got the House of Lion, the House of Forbidden Noodle. Yeah, Gennitek does not like forbidden noodles.
There's lions, there's birds,
House of the Crow.
something.
Yeah, it's a crow. And House of Squirrel.
And then you come out and then you go into their respective uh, locker rooms.
Right. Locker rooms, which were down here.
They would hold armors and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Horse stables.
Oh, yeah. And they're
Yep,
still there. Very nice.
indeed. Now, should we show them the little amusement park?
Sure.
Alright.
So, this is kind of a SeaWorld inspiration theme park, as you can tell.
Right. And here are the turntables.
Turnstiles. Oh, and you really can't get through them. There we go.
Yep, there's a button over there.
It still works. But
Yep,
yeah, this was kind of a joint effort, kind of like laying out the road work and a lot of trimming and building aquariums. And little did I know, you can't really keep a dolphin. And like I said, I was just learning the game, so I was spawning in dolphins for the community. So then that way that they had something to look at,
indeed.
and then they would despawn. But the squid and the fish, for all of its worth, it used to be in here.
Yep, blasted parodies. Little kitty ride. Obviously, the kitty ride still works. Looks to be so.
I did the kitty
Mm,
ride, and then she hauled off and came over here and had to be OP and really did up, which it was awesome. Just,
Though a part of this ride goes in water.
oh
Mm,
yeah, I had forgotten about that.
yep, just a part. Going through the. Well, we can Ride
like
it.
ocean-like thing. And then she made the big manta ray. That was awesome.
Let's get a minecart and just show off a little bit of this right here. Oh, there you go. Let's see. Alright, passengers, keep your... Ah!
What happened? Wahaba.
Well, passengers, keep your arms and legs inside at all times, and let's go. Oh! Oh yeah, it kicks you out too. Forgotten about that area. It's going the wrong way. Whoops. Forgotten about that. It's on the other side. Other side. Been quite a while. There you go. Now take 2. Alright. Passengers, keep your arms in it, legs in the ride at all times. Let's go. Woohoo!
Been a long time.
Up. Bounce. It's not even going up.
No,
Yep. Bedrock. Redstone. Am I right?
probably.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's just continue on up here.
How?
Just place the cart up here. And press the W key. Up. Duh.
Ah!
Ah, no!
You totally knocked me off. Oh, I think I broke something.
It's alright.
I can't get out. There we go. Oh
Help, I
well.
fallen and I can't get up.
We can fix it later. Because, hey, we can come back.
Yep.
Anyways, that's what it was like in a nutshell.
Yeah.
And then we had all the little curly cues over here.
And then there's a drop here.
And then you would go in the water. Through the
And I'm
tunnel.
stuck. Hello.
But yeah, this was our little theme park that we made.
Woo!
And I had thought about making a circus because that was like a nostalgic thing that I had experienced back in the day.
Going right around, baby, right around. On the roller coaster.
Are you still on it?
Yeah, I just decided to continue on moving the minecart to
Different areas.
Yee.
I see you.
Woohoo! And that concludes it. What a rush! Anyway, I think that would conclude the Technocraft tour of Season 1.
I hope you guys enjoyed this and knowing a little bit about the history of how we got started. Um, it's been awesome and we are continuing this journey along the way. This is just the start of it. And then we have a few other things up of our sleeve to be able to continue on because this is just the beginning, folks. This is just the beginning. This is
The
kind of like
very beginning.
what, not even the tip of the iceberg beginning. Um, and this was, I think this was maybe all of a few months. Like I said, we got started in June, transitioned pretty much in August, September, something like that. But yeah, a few months. But this right here is a sneak peek of, well, not so much a sneak peek anymore. It's basically what we had for season one. So
Indeed.
stay tuned. Oh, a couple more areas before we um, say goodbye. This is her metro
Subway.
station. Yeah, we had a subway system going underneath the ground. Um,
Yeah.
that had all of our um, drop-offs to different areas all the way throughout. So,
Indeed.
and we showed you some of those points, and then I want to actually show you another place that I was very impressed of whenever she made this.
Yeah, it's a fishing docks
We we've all
and
had a
restaurant.
hand in everything, so
Duck.
oh, your duck. This is our
Yep.
main fishing dock.
Dolphin.
Must have picked up something along the way. Oh, an egg. But yeah, this was her fishing dock.
Yep.
Well,
And a giant squid.
ours, I guess.
hmm Anyway, that
That
will officially conclude this episode of Technocraft, the history of. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Bye!
bye.